My name's Christopher Crowley and we are outside Liberty Hall doing the Better in Trades Union campaign. Bohemians FC are promoting this campaign to have a better life in the trade union. They have a good fan base, so a lot of young people would see this on their jerseys and hopefully it will make them, want to join a trade union. So it was put forward by my trade union for this campaign. It's to try and get younger people into trade unions. With numbers, we have more power, and it's a great campaign to get involved in.
We are today in Naas Hospital and we're hosting an event which is part of the Better in a Trade Union campaign, and this is the first ever Trade Union Week in Ireland. There's SIPTU, there's Forsa and there's INMO in the one event. We've all got our merchandise out. There's cupcakes, there's coffee vouchers, and there's a range of different grades of staff meeting here, chatting, and all getting involved in Union Week.
We have a stand inside our door here with lots of merchandise, both from IMO, Forsa and SIPTU. We have some cupcakes on offer, so there was the organising that, some free tea and coffee, so we have vouchers for staff to go to the canteen. Today we'll get some more members on board.
Almost certainly a raised awareness that the different unions are actually, even though they may be separate unions, that they all have a combined identity in what they want to do within the hospital for the workers.
One of the key benefits definitely is collective power. There's such strength in numbers, and when you have a difficulty or when you want to affect change in your workplace, with power and with collective numbers, you can make all sorts of changes.
Welcome to Red Books. We're here in St. Peter's Square in the heartland of Wexford Town, and tonight we're very happy to welcome the Wexford Council of Trade Unions and Helen Corish here for a talk on the 1911 lockout, a pivotal moment in our history and the birth of the organised working class in the town.
And this bookshop has been going since 2016, and if you haven't been, I suggest that you pay a visit. It's a real treasure trove. We chose the 1911 lockout because it's a very significant event here in Wexford. Every year we mark the event by May Day. There's a gate in the Foyth here in Wexford Town which represents that part of our history. Better in the Trade Union has been very active on the ground here in Wexford this week. The amount of people who have come to us to saying that they didn't even know what a trade union involved has been a great experience. I am the granddaughter of Richard Corish, who was the first secretary of the Irish Transport and General Workers Union after the 1911 Wexford lockout. We get inspiration from the locked out workers and their families who suffered undue hardship and deprivation, almost on the verge of starvation, in order to join the union of their choice, so that they could fight then for proper housing conditions, proper working conditions, by bringing these people back to life and showing that they were prepared to suffer and stick together, and they can inspire the present and future generations to say, look, enough is enough.
We're still talking about housing, and we're still talking about people having the right to be represented by the trade unions. So all these battles still go on, and a new generation takes over that struggle.
My name is Isabella. I'm the chair of Forsa Youth. We're hosting an event for May Day. We've got a panel of speakers who were young leaders in the union movement.
What could we do this May Day to make this gathering of more significance than just us coming together? And one of the problems that we in Forsa and the other public service unions have failed to resolve is the imposition of lower pay for new entrants since 2011. And if we decided here this evening that we were going to collectively start a campaign to organise to force the reversal of that, something concrete to make sure that young people could live independently without having to be, still at home if they take up jobs in the public service.
When you strip everything back from a union, what it ultimately is the relationships to workers on the ground. and our offices and everything else and resources is just trying to reinforce and build that. What I want to say about the trade union movement, right, is that we get to change people's future. We get to create better futures for workers.